This is Pat Iyer with Jason Tracey, and we have had a wonderful time planning a course to deal directly with a common issue that legal nurse consultants come to me about, which is how can I talk to attorneys to be able to get more cases? I freeze. I worry about whether I've got the skills. I don't know how to follow up. I don't know what to say when they bring up an objection to using my services. I asked Jason to help me plan a course to deal with some of these issues. Jason, can you share with our viewer just a couple of sentences about your background as a person who helps people work their way through these problems?
Yeah, well, so I was a person that went through these same struggles and problems myself. So I can completely relate to the legal nurse consultants out there coming from a background, one of being a nurse's aide and then going into sales thinking I was serving people and going to it's really being heart-centered and wanting to help people and having that fear of going and approaching and talking and selling. I had a stigma around it, and so I failed really, really bad. And I would have that fear. I'd not go and make the calls I needed to make. I wouldn't go knock on the doors I needed to knock on. And because of it, it got me into a lot of trouble financially. And so throughout my career, I luckily stayed with sales, and I learned some very key strategies on how to be the difference to your clients, how to be the difference to your prospects. And that is what we're going to share throughout this course, how to build innate confidence, how to build that confidence to and overcome that fear to go make that call or to have that conversation, to be prepared when a lawyer throws something at you that you're not prepared for. A minute ago, you were telling me a story about a legal nurse consultant that was having a conversation with a lawyer and was kind of caught off guard that this guy knew the value of a legal nurse consultant and kind of flubbed her conversation. This would be the perfect opportunity to prepare, to lock in that confidence, knowing that there's not a question that anybody can throw at you that's going to throw you off your game.
Can you describe how this course is set up?
Yeah, so what's really cool, so this course is set up where you're going to get videos, so you'll be able to go through the videos at your own pace. You're going to get a workbook, so you're able to go through and, again, customize this process to you. I know that everybody has a unique, different personality, and so that's what this is geared for, is to really help you sell yourself authentically, not you or me themselves. So they'll get the workbook to work along. But then the really, really awesome and powerful part is the live sessions that you and I are going to hold and host in order to lock in that process. So we can do all the training we want in the world, but until we practice that, until we have somebody that can help us push and just grow comfortable with that, it's very hard to move forward with the training and take that right into the sales room. The live sessions are going to be able to do that. So it'll take you to that next level and lock in your confidence.
I like the phrase lock in your confidence because, we can all get uncomfortable and feel, as you said earlier, caught off guard, not sure what to say, maybe not staying in the power of our conviction that we can help attorneys in a very concrete way and that they need us. And
Yes.
That can be a challenge when you are confronted with a sales situation that makes you feel uncomfortable.
Yes. Yeah. Well, and then what happens when you have somebody and you think you're having a really great conversation and they tell you to stay in touch with them, and so you do, and you never hear back from them? You're calling them, you're emailing them, you can never get back a hold of them. Would you like to be able to have a meeting that's locked in, knowing that you're going to get a hold of that person in the next try, as opposed to chasing your tail or feeling like you're getting the runaround?
Oh, I think we've all had the runaround in our life, Jason, and it's so frustrating. And you feel like a pest after a while.
Yes, you do. You do. One of the things we're going to really dive into is how to follow up and not feel like a pest, how to follow up and actually serve at the highest level and help your potential client, your prospect, the lawyers out there that you're talking to feel that you're the difference. You have a huge value because you're staying with them and providing value to them.
Well, if you're hearing about this course after we have run it, it will be available in a recorded format And if you are hearing about this course before we run it, which will be starting April 11th, 2022, either way, check the link directly below this video, lnc.tips/sales, and join Jason, Tracey, and I as we pull away some of the mystery associated with the sales process so that you feel comfortable with a technique that is natural, it's part of having a conversation, and helps you bring more cases in the door.